All right. I'll talk quickly about a quote I just read. I saw this quote 3 days ago, exactly 3 days ago. I saw it on Twitter. So this girl, Inka, babe, Inka Magnaye, yeah, Inka Magnaye. I think she's famous for being the voice of PAL. Ano nga ba sinasabi dun, babe? Oh, welcome to Philippine Airlines. Yung mga ganun. So, the other day, she tweeted out, stop looking at other people to gauge your progress. True progress is competing with yourself. Okay. I believe this has been a problem, or this has been a bigger problem for the younger generation, especially because of this social media era that we're in right now. So I think it's a bigger problem for the young ones, us included, yung mga bata. Tayo naman talaga yung umabot sa social media. And I believe social media is a big factor comparing yourself with others. I forget kung saan ko nabasa to. It's tough to believe, but I went through a phase na I was a big book reader. I'm not kidding. I went through that phase, and I just forget kung saan ko nabasa. I think I read it from this book. Hold up. So I think I read it off of this. I think. Parang ang sinasabi dito, ang sinasabi was, if you think about it, let's say you're a farmer. You live in isolation. You live in, kung ano yung mga bukid na nag-farming ka, ano ba tawag doon? Yung nag-aani. Ang iniisip mo lang, sarili mo. Iniisip mo lang yung ngayon, ang gagawin mo bukas. You have no idea of what's happening in the outside world. Outside of your farm, you have no idea what's happening. You don't know about all the houses and all the bags and all the shoes and all the money. You don't know about the platforms. You don't know about influencers. You don't know about brands. If you really think about it, life is easier to live with that kind of setup. You don't see what's going on outside. You don't see what's going on with the famous people in the world. You don't see those things. All you see or you think about is you. How can I be better tomorrow? How can I be more successful tomorrow than I was today? Yun lang iniisip mo. Kasi wala kang social media eh. Wala kang si ganito may ganito na. Si ganito may ganito na siya at age ganito. We're the same age. Technically at the same point in our lives. Pero bakit siya may ganito na ako wala pa? It's so easy to fall into that trap, especially with social media, guys. You're a prisoner of your own thoughts suddenly and you start comparing. Si ganito, nakabili na ng kotse. Si ganito, nakabili na ng bahay. Si ganito, boss na sa ganitong company. Si ganito, big time na. Ako, I'm still finding my way. When in reality, sometimes, okay, most of the time, actually all the time, this is what happens. Let's say, kunyari, today, mas maganda yung nangyari sa akin today compared to yesterday. That's supposed to be a win. That's supposed to be an accomplishment. I'm better today than I was yesterday. I'm more successful today than I was yesterday. That's supposed to be a win. But why isn't it a win all of a sudden? Because you don't compare na yung yesterday mo dun sa today mo. No, you compare your today with someone else's today. Yun na yung comparison mo eh. Sino ako today? Sino siya today? Anong nakuha ko today? Anong nakuha niya today? Yun na yung comparison mo. Hindi na sino ako today? Sino ako kagabi? Sino ako kahapon? Hindi na ganun eh. So it's so easy to fall into that trap and say, mas maganda yung buhay niya eh. Kasi ito yung meron siya right now. Versus gumanda yung buhay ko. Kasi yesterday, ganito ako. Ngayon, ganito na ako. So those small victories suddenly don't mean anything because gusto mo yun agad eh, yun. In social media, okay, 90%, 95%, 99% of what you see on social media are only the highlights. You see someone holding up the MVP trophy, but you never saw what he went through to get to that MVP trophy. You don't know what that guy had to go through to get to that point. And hindi mo alam, baka yung dinadaanan niya, yun yung dinadaanan mo ngayon. You're just aware of what you're going through right now. You weren't when he was going through it. Maybe you're bound to be MVP someday. Pero all you're thinking about is, siya MVP na, ako hindi pa. Instead of, I'm more of an MVP today than I was yesterday. How can I be more of an MVP tomorrow than I am today? Imbis na ganun yung isip mo, it's more of, siya MVP na, ako hindi pa. Let's say today you're in a Wigo, you're in a Mirage, you're on a regular car. Tomorrow you upgrade to a Civic. Tomorrow you upgrade to a Vios. Last year you were in a compact car. This year, you're in a sedan. That's a win, guys. That's supposed to be a win. That's supposed to be an accomplishment you're proud of. Pero sometimes, instead of you comparing what you were driving last year with what you're driving now, what do? You compare what you're driving now to what they're driving now. Imbis na maging masaya ka dun sa meron ka ngayon at yung na-accomplish mo ngayon, parang lagi kang may hinahabol, which shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be chasing someone else because that's their story. This is yours. You focus on yourself. You focus on what you need to do to be better tomorrow, not what you need to do to be better than him or to be as good as him. No. You need to be better than who you were yesterday. Yun lang yun. If you think about it, if you stop giving a fuck about anyone else or everyone else on this, life will be so much easier and life will be so much more fulfilling. Now, I'm not saying to stop going on social media. I'm not saying to completely erase yourself from existence. I'm not saying to completely, not give a fuck about people. No, no, no. Okay yan, may goals kayo. Okay yan. I wanna be like this guy when I grow up. Gusto ko in 2 years, ganito ko. Gusto ko yung company ko, ganito na in 2 years. Yung brand ko, gusto ko ganito na. In 3 years, yung ginawa niya, gusto ko ma-accomplish yun. Tama yun. It's an inspiration. Inspiration, not a distraction. Because if you start to compare, then it becomes a distraction. Pag nawalan ka ng gana kasi siya ganito na, ako ganito pa lang. Yun na yung nagiging distraction. Instead of inspiring you, it's distracting you. Instead of you being happy, doon nasisira yung momentum mo, doon nasisira yung improvement mo, doon na de-derail, doon na de-delay. Kasi instead of small win, small win, small win, small win, small win, accomplishment, 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 accomplishment. Imbis na ganun, imbis na positive ka na, oh, a small win today, great. Imbis na ganun, ang nangyayari sa'yo is, I got a small win today, but this motherfucker got a bigger win. Enjoy your small victory. Congratulate yourself for that small victory. And then try to get another one. You got yourself a fucking big, big, big house? Bakit yung sa kanya mas malaking bahay niya? But the farmer who lived in isolation and didn't know what the fuck was happening outside, all he's thinking about is, how can I be better tomorrow? How can I make more money tomorrow? If he gets an extra 100, 500 pesos tomorrow, that's a victory. I'm happy. Okay na ako. Tomorrow ulit. Imbis na 500 na kuha niya bukas, ang sasabihin niya, bakit si ganyan 1,000? Kasi it's a never-ending chase. It will be a never-ending chase. Let them inspire you, not distract you. If you see someone, yung kapwa mo, yung kaibigan mo, he gets something or he accomplishes something that you deeply want to accomplish as well, wag kang, dapat ako yun eh. Be happy for them. You're climbing your own mountain. You're walking your own path. If the end of the path is technically you want the same thing, you never know eh. Just walk your path. Focus on your path. Wear one of those things na suot ng mga kabayo, yung diretso. Ganun lang. Diretso ka lang. Kasi pag tumitingin ka sa kanan mo, tumitingin ka sa kaliwa mo, now off balance ka pa eh. Imbis na diretso ka, papaganong ka pa.